Hello, everybody, and welcome inside Wildcat Fieldhouse on the campus of Harrisonville High School. It is your Harrisonville Wildcats set to take on the Excelsior Springs Tigers in a conference matchup tonight. Cats have that one blemish in conference on the record at the hands of Warrensburg, and they want to keep it just at that one loss and set up a showdown next Friday, hopefully a showdown next Friday with the Center Yellow Jackets. Center beat Warrensburg earlier this year. However, Center is visiting the Warrensburg Tigers tonight, I believe. They are playing Warrensburg. So winner of that game, obviously if Warrensburg wins that game, they're going to be in the driver's seat of the conference. If they lose, then that sets up a big game next Friday night. Gary is munching on some food, so we'll let him clear his throat before we get him and bring him in. Cats with an impressive non-conference COVID game last night. The Leavenworth Pioneers traveled down here and beat the Wildcat. Oh my goodness, folks! I need right. They traveled down here, and the Cats were able to beat the Leavenworth Pioneers, who's been a perennial power in Class 5 and 6 in Kansas, in the state of Kansas. So Cats get a good win, 71-56, the final score last night, and good to see that win for the Wildcats. So they're back to conference, and a lot of times when you get one of those non-conference games where you're sped up and play, when you get back into conference, it looks like a whole different ball game, Gary.
Yeah, it does, and it's good to be back here. You know, we need to finish it. We need to finish strong to take us strong into district. And last night, obviously, I wasn't here, and I don't think either one of us were here to watch it. But it sounded like they played a game. They got into the 60s and 70s like they want to be a successful game for them. And so, looking forward to from last night into tonight into next week playing 3 games and finishing up at center.
Yeah, so we'll see what happens. It is going to be a busy few weeks for the Cats. Their Tuesday night game against Odessa got pushed up. I think that's on the Monday night, the 22nd right now. They have that game, which is the night before we travel up to Pleasant Hill. I don't know if that's still going to be the game time. They also have to reschedule coronation for court warming, which was supposed to be tonight as well. So a lot of basketball coming their way over the next couple of weeks. I wouldn't be surprised if it's not that Friday. They may not move that Odessa game to that Friday night, whereas then they can have their coronation and all their festivities as well. Really don't know why they decided not to do it. I do know it's like 9 below zero outside, but other than that, I think Coach Langer hit the nail on the head the other day when he said, I think some of these people forget we play indoors.
Yeah, but the ladies are going to have their dresses on, and it's going to be cold, and so.
Hey, good news. Guess what? There's locker rooms here.
Oh, there is.
Yeah, you could actually change here in a locker room.
Indoors?
Indoors.
Okay.
So,
outhouses, though. I mean, we got outhouses, but I guess.
I like to be a smart aleck sometimes, you know this. But, no, seriously, it's one of those things that I would love them to be doing it tonight, but, it seems like every year, we haven't had a strong winter at all really this year, and it seems like that happens about every year, and then for some reason about a week in February it gets wiped out, and then we're playing basketball every night for about 3 weeks in a row.
Well, I was in school whenever you walked uphill both ways to and from school in 6 foot of snow, and they never canceled school. So safety is a very important part of my life, obviously, so I don't want anybody to think that safety is not an issue. I kind of like to joke about it a little bit because it seemed like we were very rarely out of school back in the day, but we're out of school quite a bit now.
And now the snow days may be going the way of not, with the advances in technology. Harrisonville had a virtual day today. Braxton was on a computer all day. All the kids were on a computer, K through 12 all day long. So they may not know, by the time Braxton gets to be a junior or senior in high school, he may not have had a snow day in 12 years.
Well, that would be good because then you can plan your spring break vacations, your vacations out of school, graduation and stuff like that. So many things can be not upset by the the specific days that you might have as far as.
Yeah, and it goes back to any and everything that we always talk about, and we've talked about since the start of the COVID pandemic, is the consistency. I mean, there's so many inconsistencies with it right now. I mean, from top to bottom, you got some schools that are like, no, absolutely not. We're not going to school. We're not going to do that. Because Holden, for example, they have 10 snow days built into their calendars. So they're like, okay, we're just not going to go to school. We're not going to try to get everybody on a Zoom. They're not going to learn anything basically anyway. Whereas then you have schools that have been fully virtual, and then you have schools that have been hybrid. I mean, it's just the inconsistencies are maddening.
And I tell you, our children are the ones that are losing from this. Truly, they need to be back in school. We need to find a way to get everybody, not just our school. We need to get all schools back in school because they're the ones that are going to be paying for it years down the road. And I sure don't want that. I want our children to be educated to the best possible they can be. And unfortunately, because of COVID, ending last year and then going through most of this year, it's just been it's been a mess. And I'm looking forward to getting to a point where this is not an issue.
Well, unfortunately, we've been lucky in Cass County because our leaders have rocked it. I mean, I'm talking from the county level to the school level to the city level. They've rocked it. And you know what? People will say, well, you had so many COVID cases. Well, I would also tell you that we never instituted a mask mandate, and we never were at a situation where they're like, yeah, we need to institute that mask mandate. We never had to. So, I think we should be a model of the way some of these other counties have done things. So, let's not get too much into politics because we could be here for a while.
Let's please shy away from the tough politics.
So
yes.
We're going to take a timeout. We got about 13 minutes before tip-off. An odd doubleheader tonight. The boys are going to play Excelsior Springs first. Then we will have the varsity girls playing Excelsior Springs after that. So we got that coming up. We'll be right back.
There are a ton of choices for home appliances, but only one you need to know. That's Troby's Maytag Home Appliance Center in Harrisonville. Today, it's more important than ever to support small business. Troby's prides themselves on American-made appliances, competitive prices, and unmatched service, from installation to service calls if any issue may arrive. Troby's is your hometown appliance center.
Next time you're in the market for a home appliance, think Troby's first on Plaza Drive right behind Hawthorne Bank.
You have many choices when you buy a used car. What do you want? A good deal? A quality vehicle? Outstanding service? At Holland's Auto Sales, you don't have to sacrifice for one of the others. You get all three. The best part is Steve will be there for you because Holland Auto Sales has been Harrisonville's used car dealer for 36 years. So the next time you're in the market for a used car,
go where the Grammars go, Holland Auto Sales, and ask for Steve.
Sure, you could drive to the city and save a few dollars on tires, but why? Young's Tire and Wheel Center in Harrisonville is family-owned and operated, and their clients are like family. That, coupled with free flat tire repair on new tires for the life of the tire, means you'd be crazy to drive all over the place to save $1. Trust Young's. That's who Fortis trusts to get them safely to all Wildcat games, home or away. Young's Tire and Wheel Center on South Commercial in Harrisonville.
Competition between teammates makes for a stronger and better team. Lacey Domnick of Shelter Insurance and Cameron Chenoweth of American Family Insurance were both Wildcats on the field. Now they are competitors off the field. They know that you have many choices for insurance, so they're teaming up to offer free auto, home, and life insurance quotes. Call Lacey at 816-380-2700 or Cam at 816-380-3996 and get started on your new insurance quote today.
For a limited time, you pay what we pay going on at Max Motors dealerships. Shop 24 hours a day. Exclusive at Max Motors, you pay what we pay and not a penny more on any new Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Chevrolet, Buick, or GMC in stock. All invoices clearly displayed with the highest trade-in values in the Midwest.
Take your car shopping to the max.
Max Motors is your Kansas City dealer. MaxMotors.com. See dealer for details.
Sherwood Community Bank is the hometown bank with all the big bank perks. Internet banking, auto, home, boat, and farm loans. You can get it all at one of their 4 convenient locations in Urick, Creighton, Garden City, or Harrisonville. Checking or savings account all you need? Don't worry. Sherwood Community Bank has you covered there as well. Stop going to the banks where you're just an account number. Go to Sherwood Community Bank, where you're part of the family.
And tell them Braxton sent ya.
Community is important to Excalibur Contracting. Being a Harrisonville business for 14 years, they understand what it takes to be successful and make Harrisonville successful. If you need help with a remodel, grounds, athletic field maintenance, mowing, or landscape, Excalibur Contracting is who to call. Mike and Natalie Johnson with Excalibur are proud to back the Blue both on and off the field.
Stop going online and paying top dollar to make a t-shirt. Call Cindy at C Squared Embroidery and Screen Printing. She will walk you through the whole process and have you or your organization looking the best. It's no mistake that 4T's Broadcasting is always the best dressed crew around. We trust Cindy with all of our apparel on game day. Put a personal C Squared touch on your next order. Whether it's just 1 or 100, C Squared Embroidery and Screen Printing can get it done. Check them out on Facebook or go see them on the Clinton Square.
When you plan a party, the last thing you want to do is worry about cooking and cleaning up that mess. Call the experts at Time for Seasoning Catering. Stephanie will help you plan and execute a brilliant menu for your celebration. Take the worry out of your event and let Stephanie wow your guests with a great menu that they'll be talking about for weeks. Whether a small get-together of friends or a big wedding, Stephanie will take care of you. Visit them online at timeforseasoning.com. That's THYME for seasoning.com to get her booked today. When it rains, it pours, so it's important for you to get coverage that meets your needs. Farmers Insurance Agent Bradley Sainer can help you understand your options so you can be prepared for what the forecast brings. We know a thing or two because we've seen a thing or two. Learn more by calling Farmers Agent Bradley Sainer at 816-974-8105 to find out how he can help you protect the things that matters most to you. That's Bradley Sainer at 816-974-8105.
We are farmers. Bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 bum.
Underwritten by Farmers Truck Fire Insurance Exchanges and Affiliates. Products not available in every state.
How nice would it be to get a check from someone and not have to worry about getting to the bank to put it in your account? At Hawthorne Bank, you can do exactly that. Simply open your mobile banking app, take a picture of the check, and voila, the check has been deposited into your account. Not to mention, you can always manage your accounts and payments right in the app as well. Hawthorne Bank prides itself on being at the forefront of technology to always make your banking a breeze. Hawthorne Bank, next to Troby's on Plaza Drive. We all have a checklist when it comes to getting car care. No matter what is on your list, convenience, knowledge, affordability, friendliness, Colby's Car Clinic has you covered. Convenience is being right here in Harrisonville and taking care of all car care problems. From an oil change to tires and everything in between, it's your only stop. Knowledge is covered with having an ASE certified master technician. Affordability means they will work with you to not break your budget. And friendliness greets you each time you walk in the door as they treat you like an old friend. Go see Colby and the gang right behind O'Reilly's in the Big Blue Building.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back inside of Wildcat Fieldhouse on the campus of Harrisonville High School, Harrisonville, Missouri. Your Wildcats take on the Excelsior Springs Tigers in an MRVC West matchup. Before the break, we were talking about it. We got a varsity doubleheader backwards tonight. Usually the boys play after the girls do. The girls are going to play after the boys tonight. Excelsior Springs does not have a JV squad, so they just brought their varsity, and instead of having the girls playing in playing in both gyms at the same time, they decided to have the varsity girls play after the boys in the game tonight, so that is what we've got coming up. So we got about 5.5 minutes before we get to our opening tip-off of this boys basketball game. Girls will be coming up right after that as we are ready for some excitement here from Harrisonville. Been a long, cold week. Cats are supposed to play Tuesday night against Odessa in a varsity boys and girls doubleheader. That game got postponed. Then they were supposed to play Wednesday at Hume. That game got canceled, which at the end of the day, I really think that was probably for the best that they canceled that game. I don't know that that would have been much of a game. No disrespect to Hume, but a Class 1 versus a Class 5 school, and a Class 1 school that's not done great this year, and a Class 5 school that's been pretty solid. Could have got ugly quick. So glad to see that one kind of canceled. So then the Cats picked up a game last night, because COVID, teams are getting canceled left and right, so teams are looking for games. So they got a makeup game, and they invited the Leavenworth Pioneers down. Now, a lot of you will know Leavenworth from the days of Larry Hogan back in the day. Very, very good basketball coach. He was there for several years, took him to several Elite Eights, even a Final Four. Wayne Simeon played for him. They won a state championship. Not quite the same Leavenworth team as those teams in the past, but still a formidable opponent. And the Cats were able to win 71-56 in that one. Forward us to tonight. Finally, another conference matchup for the Cats, and they're going to have a lot of those over the next couple of weeks. They welcome Excelsior to town tonight. Tuesday night, Clinton Cardinals boys and girls will be in town. Wednesday, old friend alert, the Butler Bears and Coach Frankie Jackson come to town to take on the Wildcats. And then Friday night, the Cats travel to Center to take on the Center Yellow Jackets in what could be a clash for a share of the conference championship. Then the following Tuesday, they will have a doubleheader at Pleasant Hill against Pleasant Hill boys and girls. And then at some point in there, they've got to squeeze in a game against Odessa. So a lot of basketball and a lot of 4Ts broadcasts coming your way over the next couple of weeks. And then right after that, we jump right into district play. So we're going to be busy for about the next 3 weeks. This is what I pay you guys for. So we're going to take a timeout. We'll be back with more on your pregame show right after this. Does your lawn need some TLC? Owned and operated by 3 generations of Wildcats, Held's Turf Farm is your local stop for sod and topsoil since 1971. Whether you need 1 roll of sod, a scoop of dirt, or a whole truckload, they have you covered. A new home in your future? Give us a call at 816-540-2020 and set up a quote for new sod installation. Held's Turf Farm is located between Harrisonville and Pleasant Hill and is open 8 to 5 weekdays and 8 to noon on Saturdays.
When it comes to fast service and reasonable prices, Young's Auto Repair is the place. Whether it is a standard oil change, new brakes, or something major, William and Michelle with Young's Auto Repair will make sure you are back on the road quickly with a little change left in your pocket. Don't break the bank when it comes to your vehicle needs. Instead, come to the shop that keeps the cost in check and you rolling back down the highways. Young's Auto Repair, right across the street from Young's Tire and Wheel Center on South Commercial.
It's hard to find someone reliable to work on your small engines. Not anymore. Nathan and the crew at Land and Sand are your stop from lawnmowers, personal watercraft, all the way to Can-Ams and razors. From tune-ups to race builds, they will make sure your toy is ready to play with the big boys. Call them at 816-738-1455 and set up an appointment today.
A strong lineup is always important no matter the sport. The same should go for your insurance company as well. At Stafford & Stafford Insurance, your auto, commercial, life, health, farm, and crop insurance is all under one roof. With a lineup like that, they are sure to have your team covered. Call the team that will line up with the best of them. Stafford & Stafford Insurance in Harrisonville, located on Commercial Street, across from Holland's Auto Sale.
Atkinson Funeral Home and Cremation Services has been serving families in the area since 1929. The Atkinsons take great pride in being members of the community. They will soon graduate a 4th-generation Wildcat. With this kind of commitment to Harrisonville, you know Atkinson Funeral Home will be there for you. And as always, they are proud supporters of the Harrisonville Wildcats.
No matter the time of day, we could all use a Route 44 from Sonic. Good news, if you order in the Sonic app, you get happy hour all day. That means drinks are half price anytime on the Sonic app. Don't worry, it's still traditional happy hour from 2 to 4 every day at the Sonic of Harrisonville. So if you need to refuel with a drink, or maybe you need a snack, come see the gang at Sonic and fuel up.
A community always needs a group to help promote the small businesses in its town. Harrisonville Chamber of Commerce does this for Harrisonville. Chamber Golf Tournament, Log Cabin Festival, and monthly meetings. The Chamber events are plentiful and a great way for your business to be seen. Go to harrisonvillechamber.com or watch the weekly Chamber chat for more Chamber happenings.
Something that good teams always possess is the fact they got each other's back. Schroeder Chiropractor in Harrisonville has your back. With 2 chiropractors, 3 therapists, and an amazing office staff, you will feel right at home. And they have a warm, family-friendly waiting area. They will take care of your aches and pains and have you feeling like new. Schroeder Chiropractic has the community's back as well, being actively involved in the Bright Futures and Harrisonville youth sports. Whether it's aches and pains or getting involved in the community, Schroeder Chiropractic has your back.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back inside of Harrisonville High School and Wildcat Fieldhouse. Wildcats set to take on the Excelsior Springs Tigers. And funny story, so Harrisonville Schools had a picture of Braxton working virtually today and shared that on her Facebook page. Phil Rogers says, oh, he's doing some scouting for the Excelsior Springs game to help his dad tonight. And I started laughing. I said, you may not be wrong. And he goes, well, this is what I can tell you. They usually struggle to shoot from the outside. They're all right rebounding, and they always have a kid that plays with a mullet. He nailed it.
Well, he obviously saw them when we were here in the tournament because we discussed that during the tournament, if you don't remember.
Well, and, I mean, that's pretty much like par for the course. So it'll be Kennedy jumping it up against Moreland here at midcourt, and we're getting ready to be underway in this one. For the Cats, it'll be Blix, Atkinson, Norris, Langer, and Schroeder. It'll be Soria, Phillips, Moreland, Willis, and Reno. And it'll be Cats ball underway from Harrisonville. Cats in their home whites going from right to left. From left to right in their black and gold will be Excelsior Springs. Good move underneath by Atkinson. And they're going to call by Schroeder. And they're going to call him for the offensive foul. Tried to wrap himself around there. Kind of grabbed the hips. And they're going to go back the other way. So Excelsior going to get the ball, no score early on in this one. Get the ball in for Willis. Losing the handle, gets it back out front. That'll be Phillips with it. Skips it over for Reno. Little dribble inside. Now they drop it off for Reno. Reno's got it on the wing, guarded by Morris. Go to the top of the key now with it for Phillips. He's going to dribble drive. Good. Excelsior going to take the early 2-0 lead. Going to go back the other way with it. Going to get it inside for Langer. Langer backs it into the corner on the left side. Goes to the left wing. Going to spin into the paint. Shoot it. And a little bit long. Offensive board by Atkinson. Kicks it out to a wide open Blix, who drains it. And it's 3-2. Cats take the lead on the Blix triple. Back the other way they go. 3 ball the other way, no good. Rebound by Schroeder. Schroeder to Norris, and the Cats are going to push with numbers. Have it on the wing, little dribble drive. Backs it back out now to Schroeder. Spin it around for Langer. Langer's got it wing right side. Back to Norris, now to Schroeder. Schroeder's got it on the wing left side. Going to drive underneath, kick it off for Norris. Hand got on it, so it was a slow pass to Norris. Now Blix tries to get rid of it and does to Langer. Langer into the corner for Atkinson. Atkinson's going to skip it over to Schroeder. Back inside to Atkinson. Spinner, good. Kennedy Atkinson make it 5-2. You know, we always talk about Kennedy's athletic ability and how great he is on the boards, but he's starting to become a really good player on the inside, getting points for the Cats as well.
Oh, absolutely.
Steal by Schroeder, laid up, blocked away by Phillips. Stay with the Cats. And it'll be a two-shot opportunity as they call the foul. And Monty Schroeder goes to the line. 5:49 to go here first quarter. 5-2 our score. Cats up by 3.
I didn't see who that foul's on. They're not putting it up on the board. Do you remember?
Phillips, number 21. Make it 6-2 as he rattles that one home. Monty with one more here. Second one coming up, no good. Rebound goes to Excelsior, going to bring it back the other way. Soria had the rebound. Across the timeline, it'll be Phillips with it between the circles. Phillips going to dribble drive, little floater, no, blocked away. And then thrown off of Blix. Connor was mad at himself there as Tanner Phillips tossed it off of him, trying to get it into the Cats, and instead it's stolen away. Up ahead to Norris, glass and good for 2, and it's 8-2 Cats. Kobe Norris with 2. Cats lead by 6. Phillips across the timeline with it. Going to get rid of it, gets it off on the wing for, Willis. Stolen away, Langer, glass and good. And it's 10-2, Cats with the early lead. So a 10-2 lead, timeout on the floor. We'll take a quick timeout as well. Cats on a 10-0 run. When you're searching for insurance, it's good to be able to call an agent in your town that can protect you. So if you're looking for auto, life, renters, boat, ATV, or any other weekend toy to be covered, call CPSK Insurance, an auto owner's affiliate. Call and talk to one of the local agents, Summer, Randy, Amanda, or Chandra, located right off I-49 and 291 in Harrisonville at the Millwalk Mall. They can give you a quote and get you covered quickly and easily. If your business needs covered, they can help you out there as well. Call them today at 816-380-3800 or visit them online at cpskinsurance.com. Let the local agents go to work for you. All right, back to action here. 5:10 to go here, first quarter. 10-0 run by the Cats. Blix with the steal. He's going to take it coast to coast. Lays it in for 2, and it's 12-2. And he's got 5 early, and the Cats lead by 10. They go down low for Reno. He can't get it to fall. Atkinson says, give me that. I'll take it, and go back the other way with it. Kick it in the corner, Blix. He thought about a 3, now kicks it up top of the key or on the wing for Norris. Back to Blix. He'll fire. Good. Connor Blix. 15-2. Cats up by 13. Blix has 8, and the Cats lead by 13. And they're going to call the foul on Kennedy. He knew right away. Put his hand right in his chest. Kennedy goes, yep, that was me. Sorry about that. And it's 15-2 with 4:30 to go here, first quarter. Get in the backcourt for Phillips. Phillips going to hand off on the wing for Blackburn. Ball knocked away, picked up in the backcourt by Phillips. Phillips going to bring it across the timeline. Fire a 3, no. Rebound. Bounces around, it's a loose ball. Reno comes up with it. Gets it off on the wing for Willis. Willis underneath. Ball on the ground. Fight for it. And a foul going to be called. I believe they're going to call that on Phillips, maybe. And if it is, that'll be 2 on him. They call that on Blackburn. So 4:03 to go here, first quarter. Cats in control, 15-2. Connor Blix tying his shoe there. A little extra time out there. Going to go to the Cats. Bringing the ball up will be Norris off to Langer, back to Norris. Backdoor layup, good. 17-2. Langer with another bucket, and the Cats lead by 15. Kick ball. Cats doing a good job in that half-court trap, Gary. They're just double teaming whoever gets the ball on one of the wings or out front, and Excelsior does not have an answer for it so far. They get it into Phillips in the corner. Left side, he's going to dribble underneath. Gets it knocked away. Atkinson with it. He's going to bring it up for the Cats. Kick it in the corner for Tiemann. Tiemann has it back out front for Norris. Norris thought about a dribble drive. Now going to dribble over to the wing into the corner. Tiemann, he'll fire. Connect! Tiemann for three, and it's 20-2. Cats are blitzing, absolutely blitzing the Excelsior Springs Tigers right now. This one through the hands of Moreland, out of bounds, back to the Cats with 3:15 to go and a full timeout called.
And that's 7 turnovers, and that's what's happening. They're just not taking care of the ball. I mean, Excelsior is not playing terrible ball, other than they're turning it over.
And they're getting one and dones,
yeah.
you know. So we'll take a timeout. Cats lead by 18, 3:15 to go, first quarter.
One of Harrisonville's oldest and its most reliable realtors, American Heritage Realtors. With almost 40 years of experience, they will take all the stress out of buying and selling a home. Add in being the #1 seller of properties on Zillow, and American Heritage should be the only call you make when you're ready to buy or sell your home. Experience, reliability, and results. That's American Heritage Realtors, next to Sonic on South Commercial Street.
You know, Gary, I always enjoy bringing Braxton to the games with me. Usually he sits here, watches the game, is all excited, wants to take stats, maybe help Jerry with the computer. I guess he's getting old enough he has friends at the games with him now. Him and Judson Meeks running around. The girls, or JV is playing in the other one. I saw them come running from the Ox Gym, and then they ran right back into the Ox Gym. So Braxton's having a good time. So are the Cats right now with a 20-2 lead. 3:05 to go here in the half. Kick it in the corner, Norris. He'll fire. No. Rebound inside. Off Billy Bocher and out of bounds. It goes back to Excelsior Springs. So 2:59 to go here in the quarter. 20-2 our score. And here comes Excelsior with it. Phillips going to bring it across the timeline with 2:55 to go here first quarter. And off on the wing, that will be Robinson with it. Now top of the key for Willis, and he's able to sneak one in there. He's got all four, and it's 20-4. Cats with the lead. Going to go up top for Billy. Billy's going to go into the paint for Atkinson. Atkinson trying to direct traffic. He's going to spin. Blocked away by Willis there, and it goes back the other way. Phillips with it. He's going to dribble drive. Fouled by Langer, and he'll go to the free throw line for a pair. So the Cats had a 20-0 run after Excelsior scored the first bucket of the game, and now Excelsior with two of their own 3 straight points for them. Tanner Phillips at the line after the foul by Langer. So one more to go here. Glum checks in for Monty Schroeder comes in for Kennedy Atkinson, and it is 20-6. So 20 straight for the Cats. Now Excelsior answers back with 4 straight of their own. Have the ball up front between the circles for Schroeder, and to the wing for Norris. He'll fire, no. Rebound inside goes to Excelsior. They're going to push it back the other way. They're going to go underneath, blocked away Billy Bocher. That was Blackburn. He just shrugs his shoulders. He's like, what do you want me to do? I'm 5'9", and he's 6'8". So Robinson to pass it in here. Trying to get it in. They're going to get it in the corner. 5-second call, though. Good defense by the Cats. And it goes back to the Wildcats. 20-6 is the score. I think Gary's checking my math right now.
No, I've got scoring issues.
He's got issues. We know this.
I said scoring issues. I specified what kind of issues.
Bocher with it between the circles at the volleyball line, going to hand off, and underneath they go for Stacy. He turns, shoots, delivers, and cannot connect. And he is going to get the ball back for the Cats, though, as it went off the side of the backboard, and then Excelsior could not bring in the rebound. Kick it in the corner. Teeman will fire. No. Rebound on the backside. And it's going to stay with the Wildcats. So the Cats had 17 with 4.5 minutes to go in the quarter, and they're stuck at 20 now with 1:34 to go. Looking to pass it in here. They get into Bocher. Bocher looking inside. He's going to feed it into Schroeder. Schroeder can't get it to connect. Hall with the rebound. His putback no good, and a rebound by Phillips. And Phillips going to bring it back the other way with 1:20 to go. So the Cats have gone cold the last 3+ minutes. And a dribble drive, hand check foul. See who they call that one on. Call that one on Corbin Hall. Teeman going to check out. Soria set to pass it in here. So get into Blackburn. Blackburn's got it on the wing. Gonna dribble drive. Now kick it in the corner for Glum. Glum goes back out front for Robinson. Robinson hands off for Phillips. Phillips has got it. He's gonna dribble drive. Floater no. Bocher with the rebound. Gets it to Blix. And Blix gonna bring it up for the Cats with 1 minute to go here in the quarter. They go underneath for Bocher. Glass and good. And he's fouled. Billy Bocher. 22-6. Billy Bocher with the bucket, and he goes for an and-one opportunity. Cats a little bit of a drought there. Since that Teeman 3, they hadn't scored in a couple of minutes, and now an and-one opportunity here, 22-6 to the score. It is up and good. Billy Bocher knocks it down. It's 23-6 as Bocher with an and-one. Atkinson going to check in for Billy with 56.2 to go. Soria gets it in. Blackburn going to bring it across the timeline for Excelsior. Gets it to Soria. Soria has it on the wing. Kicks it in the corner for Glum. He's going to dribble drive. Knocked away from him. Picked up by Stacy and fouled by Glum. That'll be the 4th team foul. And it'll be Cats ball with 44.4 to go and a 23-6 lead. 23-6 the score, 43 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Across the timeline they go, they get it to Blix. He thought about it, he had a wide open shot. Now kicks it back up front. And Schroeder with it goes to the free throw line for Atkinson. Atkinson going to little dish to Schroeder, no, but he'll go to the free throw line for a pair. You know, that was the spot right there, what Coach Langer's talked about all year is we want him to shoot those. I think sometimes he feels like I've shot too much. I don't want to shoot there. That was a wide open shot. Connor's got to knock those down.
Yes, he does.
So 23-6 the score. First free throw rattles out for Monty Schroeder. He's now 1 for 3 from the line, and he's got one more to go here. So Monty trying to put this one in here with 27.7 seconds to go. Second one is good, and it's 24-6. Kick it in the corner for Robinson for Excelsior. Knocked away from him, picked up by Glum. Glum puts it down in the paint. He's fouled. Who are they going to call that one? Are they going to call that on Hall? If that's on Hall, that'll be 2 on him. And it is on Corbin Hall. That's his second. That means at the free throw line is Ryan Glum for 2. First one, front of the rim, no good. One more to go. Gary's struggling. He's got a couple that are missing. It's bothering him really bad. I understand. And I understand the whole OCD-ness because I'm the same exact way. Second one rattles home, and the Cats will get it back, leading 24-7. Get it to Atkinson, glass and good, 26-7. And it's going to go back the other way. Blackburn goes coast to coast, and that'll end the quarter. 26-7, Cats with the lead after one. We'll be back.
Inside the Train testing facility, our heating and cooling products go through endless torture tests. We drop them, slam them against a wall, shake them, and then expect them to run without an extra decibel in our anechoic sound chamber. We test so it runs.
On Heating and Cooling is your local Train dealer. They've been serving Harrisonville and the surrounding communities for over 50 years. If you need service, repair, or replacement of your heat pump, furnace, air conditioner, or indoor air quality equipment, give Hahn a call at 816-380-5659, just like the Wildcats.
It's hard to stop a train.
There are a ton of choices for home appliances, but only one you need to know. That's Troby's Maytag Home Appliance Center in Harrisonville. Today, it's more important than ever to support small business. Troby's prides themselves on American-made appliances, competitive prices, and unmatched service, from installation to service calls if any issue may arrive. Troby's is your hometown appliance center.
Next time you're in the market for a home appliance, think Troby's first on Plaza Drive right behind Hawthorne Bank.
All right, 8 minutes on the clock as we go to quarter number 2, and the Cats lead it 26-7. And hopefully Gary got his mistake mixed up, but I'm trying to figure out why he didn't use my sheet here because I have all 26 points. And Gary nonchalantly just says, I don't trust you. So we're underway in the second quarter. Good defense by the Cats. That'll be Atkinson. Gives it back to Blix to Atkinson. And good for 2. Good ball movement by the Cats. And Atkinson's got 6, and the Cats lead 28-7. 3-touchdown lead for the Cats here in the second quarter. Yes, I know I said touchdown. I'm just being silly. 28-7 the score. They're going to go into the corner. Reno jumper. No. Atkinson says, I got that. Kicks it ahead for Blix. Blix has got it in the corner for Stacy. Stacy up and under, kicks it in the corner. Langer. Langer fires and connects for 3. It's 31-7. Langer knocks it down, and he's got 7 in the game for the Cats. Cats going to pressure the ball out front. Kick it over for Reno, and Reno fires it too high, and it goes back to the Cats with 7:01 to go here in the first half. Stacy giving the Cats a couple of good minutes, giving a breather to Norris. Matt Stacy with a huge 3 last Friday night against Warrensburg to make it a 3-point game late. Bring it across the timeline. Atkinson with it on the wing, left side, top of the key now for Schroeder. Right side wing, a little give and go. Kennedy Atkinson puts it up and in for 2. It's 33-7. Cats continue to pour it on Excelsior in the first half. Get it off on between the circles for Soria. Soria's got it now off for Rams, and they get it off on the wing now. It'll be Phillips. Phillips gets it up front for Willis. To Soria again. Back to Phillips. Between the circles, they go for Willis. Willis has got it now to Soria. Soria's going to dribble drive, loses the handle. Going to skip it over. 3 ball on the way by Phillips. No good. Bounces up, over, out of bounds. Back to the Cats with 6:12 to go here in the first half. And the Cats with a 33-7 lead. Norris going to bring it across the timeline. Directing traffic. They go to Atkinson. He gives it to Langer. Good, last and good. Langer for 2. 35-7. Cats up by 28. 5:52 to go here in the quarter. 3 in the corner. No good by Reno. And a foul called by Willis on Willis. And that'll be the 6th 16 foul. Billy was excited. He wanted to come in. Now they let him come in. So 5:46 to go here in the half, and the Cats lead it. Nice tidy football score up there, 35-7. Like that. Nice round numbers in the football world. Atkinson over to Norris. Norris has got it. He faked the pick. Now gives it to Atkinson. He'll fire a three. Connects! Kennedy Atkinson, 38-7. Kennedy has 11, and the Cats lead 38-7. Willis will fire the other way. No good. Atkinson with the board. He's going to fire it ahead to Blix. Good bounce back. Connor Blix to Brooks Langer for two. 40-7. You will not see a better basketball play than that one right there from Connor Blix to Brooks Langer. Baseline for Phillips. Phillips brings it back out. Skips it across inside. They go for Moreland, blocked away. Atkinson picks it up. He's got numbers to Blix to Atkinson. Rim and good, 42-7. We got a timeout on the floor. Cats in control. We'll be back after this.
Church & Dwight in Harrisonville, Missouri is now hiring machine operators and maintenance technicians for overnight shifts. Full-time employees receive full benefits immediately. Apply now at churchdwight.com/careers and we will contact you to schedule an interview.
You have many choices when you buy a used car. What do you want? A good deal? A quality vehicle? Outstanding service? At Holland's Auto Sales, you don't have to sacrifice for one of the others. You get all three. The best part is Steve will be there for you because Holland Auto Sales has been Harrisonville's used car dealer for 36 years. So the next time you're in the market for a used car,
go where the Grammars go, Holland Auto Sales, and ask for Steve.
All right, welcome back. 4:43 to go here, first half. Cats lead 42-7 over the Excelsior Springs Tigers, and it has been all Wildcats sharing the basketball. Everybody having a little bit of fun. Phillips goes in, glass no good. Rebound Bocher. Bocher gets it ahead to Norris. Norris so quick, drops off for Langer. Langer was not ready for that one, and it goes off the knee out of bounds. And I don't know that Brooks was – Kobe's so fast with his dribble, and I don't think he was expecting that pass off. And it goes back the other way. Reno with it. And a foul going to be called on Willis on the pick.
That's his third.
And that's 3 on Willis. That brings Blackburn back in with 4:14 to go in the half. 42-7, the Cats with the advantage. Get it back out front. And play the good old, he said, let's run layup, and that is exactly what they do, that layup game. They try to get to the high post and then get to the cutter. 3 ball in the corner for Langer. Good. Brooks Langer. And it's 45-7. The onslaught continues by the Cats with 3:44 to go here in the half.
And Langer's only missed 1 basket.
And Bocher hammers Phillips on the way to the bucket. And Phillips going to go to the line for a pair. Cats on a 19-0 run and actually a 21-0 run right now. That's their second 20-plus run of the game. They went on a 20-0 run to start the ball game, and now that one is broken by the basket and the free throw by Phillips. It's 45-8. 45-9. And it'll go back the other way. So the Cats with the lead, 3:30 to go here in the half. Atkinson gets it in the corner now to Langer, a little bit long on that one. Phillips with the rebound. He's going to push it back the other way with 3:20 to go in the half. Get it off for Reno. He'll fire, no. Rebound Atkinson. And Atkinson gets it off for Norris across the timeline. Norris has got it, weaves through traffic. Wild shot, no. Reno with the rebound. He gets it out for Phillips. Phillips is going to wait, stripped away. Good hustle play by Hall. And it'll be Excelsior ball underneath their own bucket with 3:01 to go. Lum set to check back in. So 3:01 to go, first half. 45-9 Cats with the advantage. They get the ball in here, and it's picked off by Norris, and Norris just rolls right past everybody and puts it in for two, 47-9. Kobe Norris now with 4. He goes back the other way. 3 ball, good by Phillips. Makes it 47-12. Cats push it back the other way. Langer gonna try to kick it to Atkinson, and it goes out of bounds back to, or I should say back court. It goes back to Excelsior with 2:36 to go. So right idea by Langer. He wanted to try to get it to the cutter coming through. Atkinson just fired it a little bit high. Kick it in the corner. Baseline drive cut off by Tiemann. Phillips has it on the wing now. He's going to dribble in the paint. Hand check foul called on Tiemann. It'll be a 1-on-1 situation for Phillips. He's got 7 of the 12, and he goes to the line for a 1-on-1. Atkinson checks out. Schroeder checks in.
I've got Atkinson with 5 or 6, 5 for sure, maybe 6 rebounds already in the game.
And that one is tipped away, picked up, and out of bounds. Good hustle play by Tiemann right off a glum. And it goes back to the Cats with 2:26 to go in the half and a 47-12 lead. So timeline they go. Back out front between the circles. 3 ball, good. Make it a 50-12 lead. Kobe Norris lights it up from outside, and the Cats have an even 50 here before the half. It's still 2:09 to go in the half. Phillips has got it, good defense. Get it in the corner for Blackburn. Little drive for Soria. Back to Blackburn. He'll fire the 3 and connect. Make it 50-15 on the Blackburn triple. And now a steal the other way for Excelsior. They're going to bring it back across the timeline with 1:45 to go in the half and a 50-15 deficit. And a blocking foul called on Tiemann, I believe. And if that's on Tiemann, that'll be 2 on him. So with 1:43 to go here in
I just noticed Kyle Menching's not here tonight.
I was just getting ready to say that a little bit ago. Phillips knocks that one in, makes it 50-16. 1 more to go for him. I was looking down, I was like, I don't believe that's Kyle down there on the end of the bench. Second one, no good. Rebound goes to Schroeder, and the Cats going to bring it back up. Stacy going to bring it across the timeline for the Cats. Gets it off for Blix. Blix going to skip it over to Hall. Hall back up front for Schroeder. Over to Stacy. He'll fire. No. Hall put back is good. 52-16. Corbin Hall with the backdoor cut and rebound on the offensive end. Phillips tries to kick it over to Robinson. Goes out of bounds. Danner going to check in now for Excelsior Springs with 1:14 to go in the half. Cats with a 52-16 lead. And off for Johnson. Xander Johnson with it into the corner. Underneath, and that one was a little misdirected, so Xander Johnson can get some time in. Maybe we'll talk a little bit about Xander and the chaos that ensued with his family yesterday.
I'll let you talk about that.
We'll touch on that here a little bit later. Obviously, Mike Johnson, one of our great sponsors. His son Xander in there right now. Mike and Natalie own Excalibur Contracting, do a lot of great work around the community. And also, anybody that knows Mike Johnson knows he drives a gigantic 6-door Ford pickup truck that is bright blue. You cannot miss it. Number 1. 3 ball on the way, 55-16. Stacy lights it up. You can't miss this truck. It's 6 doors. It's bright blue. It sets up on a lift. Somebody stole it yesterday morning out of the Casey's parking lot. It was obviously found within like 45 minutes of it being stolen. Obviously quick enough for them to strip down the stereo and some of the good stuff inside, but still not the brightest criminals in the world. That one's tipped out of bounds, goes out and stays with the Cats. You're going to try to steal a truck that sticks out like a sore thumb, and everybody in Harrisonville knows that truck, and it was found pretty quickly. But so Mike does have his truck back. Now they're going to have to try to get it rolling. 3 ball, no good. And that'll take us to the half. Cats lead 55-16. We'll be back after this.
Sure, you could drive to the city and save a few dollars on tires, but why? Young's Tire and Wheel Center in Harrisonville is family owned and operated, and their clients are like family. That, coupled with free flat tire repair on new tires for the life of the tire, means you'd be crazy to drive all over the place to save $1. Trust Young's. That's who Fortis trusts to get them safely to all Wildcat games, home or away. Young's Tire and Wheel Center on South Commercial in Harrisonville.
Competition between teammates makes for a stronger and better team. Lacey Dominick of Shelter Insurance and Cameron Chenoweth of American Family Insurance were both Wildcats on the field. Now they are competitors off the field. They know that you have many choices for insurance, so they're teaming up to offer free auto, home, and life insurance quotes. Call Lacey at 816-380-2700 or Cam at 816-380-3996 and get started on your new insurance quote today.
For a limited time, you pay what we pay going on at Max Motors dealerships. Shop 24 hours a day. Exclusive at Max Motors, you pay what we pay and not a penny more on any new Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Chevrolet, Buick, or GMC in stock. All invoices clearly displayed with the highest trade-in values in the Midwest.
Take your car shopping to the max.
Max Motors is your Kansas City dealer. MaxMotors.com. See dealer for details.
Sherwood Community Bank is the hometown bank with all the big bank perks. Internet banking, auto, home, boat, and farm loans. You can get it all at one of their 4 convenient locations in Urick, Creighton, Garden City, or Harrisonville. Checking or savings account all you need? Don't worry. Sherwood Community Bank has you covered there as well. Stop going to the banks where you're just an account number. Go to Sherwood Community Bank, where you're part of the family.
And tell them Braxton sent ya.
Community is important to Excalibur Contracting. Being a Harrisonville business for 14 years, they understand what it takes to be successful and make Harrisonville successful. If you need help with a remodel, grounds, athletic field maintenance, mowing, or landscape, Excalibur Contracting is who to call. Mike and Natalie Johnson with Excalibur are proud to back the Blue both on and off the field. All right, welcome back. It's 55-16 at the half. You can't play a much better half of basketball than that one, Gary.
No, I didn't. I should have calculated, but I'm showing, and I'm going to count them as we're on the air. I'm sorry. There's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, about 10 misses, and I bet they're shooting 70% from the field right now, and probably even higher from three-point because I'll go ahead and give the stats real quick. Langer's got 14. Kennedy Atkinson has 13. Unofficially has 5 or 6 rebounds. Then Blix has 3. He's had a couple of opportunities. He was open but chose not to take the shot. He's very selfless as far as when it comes to that. Kobe Norris has got 7. Monty Schroeder has 2. And then Tiemann 3, Bocher 3, Stacy 3, and Corbin Hall 2 to round out the 55 points scored by the Cats in the first half. We had 6 turnovers to their about 16 turnovers. I mean, that's really the difference in the game as far as all the turnovers. And really one shot is all they got because we were getting such good rebounds, getting position inside. For Excelsior Springs, of the 16 points, 10 scored by Tanner Phillips, and then 3 by Blackburn, 2 by Willis, and 1 by Glum. So, I mean, what do you said this after we went off the air. What do you tell your team when you're down 39 points going into half? It's tough. I mean, it really is. We knew that Harrisonville's good. I mean, they have been good. They've been playing good ball. They played good last night. And I think they came out of last night and just continued into tonight.
Yeah, and I mean, this tells you how Coach feels about how our guys are playing. They were in the locker room for about 3 minutes, and they're back out here. You know, this is one of those games where you just kind of set your goals during it and say, okay, this is what I want to work on in the third and fourth quarter. And the scary part is for Harrisonville tonight, if you're Coach Linger, you've got to get your guys, your starters, some playing time in the second half because you have a lot of basketball to be played over the next couple of weeks. So you want your guys ready and in game shape. So we'll see how that rolls for the Cats. So, if you're Excelsior Springs, you're just going to have to say, let's try to win the second half or let's win a quarter and see where we go, or let's hang around for a quarter. And, I mean, if you look at the scoring totals per quarter, Cats led 26-7 after one. They outscored them 29-9 in the second quarter. And so they outscored them by 20 and 19 in those two quarters to take a 39-point lead at the half.
In second quarter, they shot 75% from the field, 12 of 16, and at least half of them were threes. So,
and it was just selfless basketball all the way around. It wasn't like guys were just pulling up and going, I'm going to try to shoot this three and knock it down. They were hitting wide open threes and wide open looks, and that was what was pretty awesome to see. Again, I go back to that pass, that Blix pass. I don't know. I think you were writing down.
I didn't see it.
And it was from about volleyball line on the left side, bounce pass one-handed to Kennedy Atkinson, hit him in stride for a layup. And, I mean, you cannot ask for a better basketball play than that one right there is the way it was. And, you go back to Connor, he's got 8 points. He easily could have probably 14. Passed up a couple of wide open looks at three. And, we've talked about it. We talked to Coach Langer about that, too. He says, sometimes we got to make him shoot the ball when he feels like he shouldn't shoot in a situation. He gave up wide open looks. And they want him to be able to knock those down. And that's for coming up in these next couple of weeks when you're playing a center or you're playing in districts. Like, they need him to be able to just pounce on those shots and knock them down.
And probably a lot of it is confidence, getting his confidence in now, in these games leading up to the center game and leading up to districts, because if he's got confidence, when they're in the big game, he's going to shoot it rather than pull up and pass somewhere else when he's got that open look. And you want that, but you've got to be really excited about Connor, his capabilities, but he is so selfless. I mean, he'll pass before he'll shoot a lot of times, but we need him to be able to hit some of those threes coming down the stretch.
So we'll see what happens. Cats in command at the half. We haven't seen it yet this year. I wonder if the Cats will approach 100 here tonight. Would be fun to see that. They did get to the 90s earlier this year in a game. One of the games, it wasn't a game that we called. It was a game that kind of popped on the schedule at the last minute. I don't think, did we call the one that we played? KC East Christian scored 92. I don't think we did. So, nevertheless, we got about 2:25 before we get second half action. Thanks for joining us on our halftime show brought to you by the Suzy Q. And speaking of the Suzy Q, there's some big news coming on them probably over the next couple of weeks. So stay tuned. Suzy Q right here in town. And it is across from the old hospital and the Dollar General Shopping Center on this side of town. And we will be back. Well, we talked about that a little bit right before the half.
Okay.
So
I was writing, sorry.
Yeah. All right, we'll be back after this.
Stop going online and paying top dollar to make a t-shirt. Call Cindy at C Squared Embroidery and Screen Printing. She will walk you through the whole process and have you or your organization looking the best. It's no mistake that 4T's Broadcasting is always the best dressed crew around. We trust Cindy with all of our apparel on game day. Put a personal C Squared touch on your next order. Whether it's just 1 or 100, C Squared Embroidery and Screen Printing can get it done. Check them out on Facebook or go see them on the Clinton Square.
Looking for the perfect day for Valentine's? Join them at the Cider House for an amazing 5-course dinner. Actually, that is sold out, though. So start looking for them at their St. Patrick's Day dinner. They're going to have that coming up here in just a few weeks as well. Cider House located Highway 7, 8 miles south of Harrisonville. The 2021 Farm to Table schedule is posted as well. It will sell out. Don't wait to book. For more information, Check out Cider House Events or visit our Facebook page. Stop paying high prices for low quality Rising and feeders. We'll get locally grown, farm fresh, USDA inspected beef. No more reground beef to make it look fresh. Fatty steaks or tough meats. Get it fresh from the source. Quarter, half, and whole packages available. Call or text Charlie with Rising and Feeders for more detail. 816-738-3571. 816-738-3571. Second half action set to start. Cats and Excelsior. Cats lead it 55-16 as we head to the third quarter. Norris going to bring it across the timeline, gets in the corner for Langer. Back out front for Norris, back to Langer. Langer thought about a three, sidesteps, goes between the circles, get it to Atkinson on the left side wing, back top of the key, Blix, over to Norris. Norris going to dribble drive off the foot of Willis, out of bounds. It'll stay with the Cats with 7:40 to go here in the third. Atkinson gets it, no good. Blocked away partially by Moreland, and it goes back to Excelsior. Phillips into the corner for Willis. Willis back out front for Soria. Soria gets it into the paint, gets stopped, now kicks it back out. Willis will fire a three, good. Knock it down, make it 55-19. And Willis with the triple. 7:14 to go, and now a dribble drive, corner three ball for the Cats. Good by Langer. Make it 58-19 as Langer has 17. Across the timeline, Phillips with it. Cuts it back out front for Soria. Soria has it on the dribble drive. Glass no good. Atkinson with the rebound. Get it ahead for Schroeder into the corner. They go back inside, now out front for Atkinson. He kicks it off. Three ball, no. Rebound on the backside by Schroeder, keeping it alive. He's fouled by Willis. No, they're going to say a travel, and it goes back to Excelsior. So 6:37 to go here in the third. 58-19 the score. Phillips going to bring it across the timeline, gets it off for Willis. He'll put the elbow jumper up, no good. Rebound, long rebound goes to Blixt. He gets it ahead for Langer. Langer's got it outside. He's going to kick it off for Norris. Norris has got it on the wing right side. Kobe going to go back between the circles with it with 6:15 to go here in the quarter. Atkinson looking to direct traffic, now kicks it off for Monty Schroeder at the top of the key. Monty going to dribble, kick it in the corner for Blixt, and Blixt got off his feet there, didn't know what he wanted to do with it, tried to pass it last minute, blocked away, and it goes back the other way. Across the timeline they go with it. No good. Rebound inside, jump ball. Kennedy Atkinson chucks Reno about 10 feet out of bounds with 5:55 to go in the third, and the jump ball will stay with Excelsior. Kennedy's mad he didn't get that rebound. I bet he gets one right here. Little fadeaway, no good, and there's the Atkinson rebound, and it goes back the other way. Across the timeline with it. Norris, he's got the dribble drive. Kick it to Atkinson. Atkinson's going to dribble now. Kick off for Blix. Blix over to Langer. Wide open. Brooks Langer a little bit long on that one. Kennedy trying to fight for that rebound. Picked up by Willis of Excelsior, and it's going to go back the other way with 5:30 to go here in the quarter. Little floater, good by Phillips that time, and it's 58-21. Back the other way for the Cats. Norris tries a wild shot, no good. Picked up by Phillips, and it comes back the other way with 5:10 to go. And now stripped away by Schroeder, ahead to Norris. Norris, glass and good for two. And it's 60-21, right back where the Cats were at halftime. 39-point lead. Phillips drops it off. Bucket no good. Blix with the rebound. Connor thought about helping him up. Now they get it off for Kennedy Atkinson. He's got it outside, and they're going to go back door. Now kick it over for Langer. Langer, glass and good for two. 62-21. It goes back the other way. 4:28 to go here, third quarter. Cats in control of this one. Phillips gets it off for Willis. Poor Connor didn't know what to do there. Little give and go, no good. Atkinson says, I'll take that. Let's go back the other way. Across the timeline they go with it. Kobe going to go into the paint. Now kickoff for Schroeder. Schroeder going to dribble drive. Kickoff for Kennedy Atkinson. He's going to lay it up and in for two. I thought Kennedy might toss that one down, but he lays it up with the finger roll, and it's 64-21. Cats with the lead. Willis with it. He's going to spin, shoot. Kennedy says, I want that. Poor Kennedy's taking rebounds from his own team now. Step back three, Norris no good. Rebound Blix, he gets it, kicks it off to Langer with 3:35 to go. Now Atkinson in the corner, back out front they go with 3:30 to go here in the third. Into the cutter, Langer good for two, and it's 66-21. Langer has 21 in the game. Goes back the other way, three on the way. Glass and good by Phillips. And it's 66-24. Now Langer tried to dunk, but he's fouled on the way to the rack. Little baseline runner by Brooks Langer. And Langer will have a two-shot opportunity here. 66-24, Cats with the lead. First free throw is up and good. 67-24. One more to go. Everybody coming out for the Cats. Johnson, Bocher, Stacy, Tiemann check in. Corbin Hall waits for the free throw from Langer here. It is up. It is good, and it's 68-24. Langer checks out. Across the timeline to go with it. Phillips with it out front. Cats in control with 2:58 to go here in the third. Dribble drive, Glum kicks it off for Willis, losing the handle, gets it back with 2:50 to go. And a hand check foul going to be called on Sander Johnson over there on Willis. So 68-24, still 2:48 to go here, third quarter. Get into Willis. He's going to fire a three. Good. Willis knocks it down, and it's 68-27. Willis is a couple threes here in the second half. Excelsior with 3 threes in this quarter. And they're going to call Hall on the illegal screen there, and it's going to go back to Excelsior with 2:33 to go here in the quarter. Blackburn to pass it in. Across the timeline they go with it. Phillips has it way outside. Goes top of the key. Dribbles over to the wing. Guarded by Hall. Goes baseline. Little floater, no good. Goes back to the Cats. Across the timeline they go with it. Back out front for Stacy. Thought about three. Now get it off to Hall. He'll fire. No good. Rebound on the backside by Blackburn. Gets it off to Willis. Willis going to bring it across the timeline. Has it on the wing, guarded by Johnson. He'll fire a three and connect. 68-30. Willis has 3 threes in the second half. Bocher has it out front. He'll fire, rattles out. Rebound Johnson, put back is good. 70-30. Xander Johnson with the bucket. And with 1:38 to go here in the third, the Cats lead. Fire a three, Phillips. Blackburn, only one in the lane, picks it up, gets it to Tiemann. Tiemann's got numbers. He's going to push it up. Loses the handle, kick it in the corner for Hall. Hall's got it in the corner. They go inside. Billy able to somehow get the shot up, and he'll go to the line for a pair. Got those legs tangled up, and it's easy to do. Billy standing all about 6'9", 6'10", those legs get tangled up. There's a long way down. 70-30 the score. Bocher at the line, 4-2. First one is up and good. 71-30. Billy's now got 4 in the game. Thing about Billy, too, is people don't realize he's a very smooth shooter for as tall as he is. A lot of times you'll see somebody 6'9", 6'10" struggle with their shot. Billy has a nice fluid shot. Second free throw rattles out. Rebound by Hall. Hall spinner in the paint, no good. And a foul going to be called. Xander Johnson, that's his second. Across the timeline, they go with it. Get it off on the wing. Yes, I was waiting. Trevor Stanton in the ball game, and he used that pivot foot, and then he switched pivot foots and moved another step, and then they called the travel. I was like, I wonder if they'd notice that. Have it off on the wing. 3 ball. Stacy a little bit long on that one. Billy Bocher with the rebound. Put back. No good. And a rebound inside by Excelsior. They're going to push it up the other way. Robinson underneath. Threw his hands out of bounds. Back to the Cats. So 71-30 the score with 48.6 to go. Teaming to bring it up for the Cats. Gets it off for Johnson to Stacy. Stacy's got it out front. Looking, now goes top of the key. Hall, he'll fire. And that one is going to be picked up by Blackburn of Excelsior. He's got numbers. He's going to push it all the way. Stripped out of bounds off of Harrisonville. It'll stay with Excelsior Springs with 31.6 to go here in the third. Try to get it in here. And that one is picked up by Blackburn on the wing. Gets it off to Robinson. He's going to bring it in the paint. Kick it back, Glum to Blackburn. Get it off on the wing now into the corner for Glum. He's going to dribble drive. Blocked away by Billy Bocher. It'll stay with Excelsior with 15.9 to go. Try to get the ball in. Will be Excelsior Springs here. Danner set to pass it in. Gets into the corner for Glum. Back to Blackburn with 10. Out front they go. Get it off to Robinson. Back to Blackburn. He'll fire a 3. No. Stacy's got it. He'll fire from half. Oh, off the back of the rim. And it goes out of bounds. And that'll start the fourth quarter. The Cats lead by 41. It's almost that time. Valentine's Day hen pies from Granny Faye's Pies at Upcycled Orchard are almost here. We will soon be taking orders. Our orchard location is closed, but the booth at Artisans Corner on Wall in Harrisonville is open. We have our gift items and take and bake Granny Faye's Pies and pot pies available at the booth all year long. Make sure to watch our Facebook page for ordering information. We'll be posting soon. Granny Faye's Pies are the best, so don't miss out. Today is National Pie Day. Celebrate Granny Faye Pie. All right, so the starting 5 for the Cats come in. I would imagine Coach going to give them about a good 3-minute run and then bring in the guys that finished that quarter. 71-30 is the score. Cats with the advantage. Backdoor cut, no good. Picked up by Schroeder. Schroeder to Norris. Across the timeline they go with it. Norris going to go top of the key. Going to hand off for Atkinson. Now they go back door for Kennedy. Out of bounds off of Reno. 7:25 and counting here in the fourth quarter, as this will be a running clock quarter. Try to get it in for Schroeder. Inside they go to Atkinson. Glass no good. And it goes back to Excelsior with 7:15 to go in the quarter and in the game. Little dribble drive by Phillips. No good. Atkinson with the rebound. Get it off to Norris. Across the timeline we go with it. Get it off on the wing. Free throw, backdoor cut. Kennedy Atkinson lost the footing on that one, tried to toss it up. Goes back the other way. Kennedy may have rolled his ankle there, I'm not real sure. Comes back down a little slow. Bucket no good. Tipped out, picked up by Langer, ahead to Blix. Now to Norris. Glassing good for two. Make it 73-30. Kobe Norris with 11. Leads three guys in double figures. We could get four if we get Connor a bucket here. Willis has it way outside. He's going to dribble in. Again, knocked away. Ball on the turf and out of bounds. I should say on the deck or the floor. No turf out here. 73-20.
And I've got him with Atkinson with 10 or 11 rebounds tonight, and he's only played, a little over half the time. So,
looking, kick it over for Norris now. Looking a little dribble drive now. A three thought about by Blix. Kick it to Norris. He'll fire a little bit long. Rebound by Blix. Gets it to Norris. Norris has got it now to Langer. He'll fire. No. Over the back. Push called on Atkinson. Clock continues to run here in the fourth. It was pretty close on that one. I said they'd probably give them a good 3 minutes, and here they go. Starting five, going to check out at the next dead ball. Hand check foul. Called on Monty Schroeder. So here comes everybody for the Cats. Bocher, Stacy, Tiemann, Johnson, Hall. Starting five checks out for the Cats. And in the limited play they had tonight, they were dominant, Gary, the starting five.
Oh, absolutely.
So I'm going to get a little bit of a breather the rest of this one. Three on the way. No, it is long. And, don't think he saw that bounce off the knee on the backside by Reno here. And they're going to give it to Excelsior. Kick it in. Three ball on the way by Phillips. No good. No good by Johnson. Had a good look at it. Missed that one. Back the other way it goes. Phillips loses the handle. I guess he got it stripped away. Going to be Excelsior ball underneath their own bucket here with 3:55 to go. Get it in. Drop it off for Moreland, who gets his first bucket of the ball game. 73-32. Cats with the advantage. Off on the wing here. Stacy will fire a three. No. And call the foul on Johnson. Nate Lyon checks in for the Cats, along with Jackson Morris. So Jackson Morris checks in as well. Missing Kyle Minching tonight. We talked about that a little earlier. I looked down there. I was like, I don't see Kyle. So wondering if maybe he had a college visit or something today. Three ball on the way. No good. Tipped out. Picked up by Excelsior. And a foul called on Hall. With 2:45 to go. And it'll be a 1-and-1 situation here for Soldberg. So Soldberg at the line for 1-and-1. Makes the first one. One more to go here. Makes it 73-33. Second one is good. 73-34. So Soldberg with two. Back to a 39-point game. Billy Bocher. 76-34. Billy lights it up from the outside. He's got 7. Soldberg gets it off on the wing. Back up top to go for Glum now as they get it inside. Spinner good by Stanton. And it's 76-36. Billy says, let me shoot that one again. Let me shoot it. See if he goes. No, he goes into the corner for Miller. Morris.
Shot it again.
Does shoot that one, miss that one. A little bit short on that one. With 1:34 to go here, Cats lead by 40. Ball bounces around, now picked up by Excelsior. Glum with it. Get it off on the wing for Stanton. He fires a three, no good. Putback is good by Soldberg. And it's 76-38. Stacy gets it off for Hall. Hall's going to dribble drive and one. Corbin Hall, 78-38. Corbin Hall bucket. He's got 4 and one opportunity. Tanner Johnson checks in for Billy Bocher. Hall's free throw is good, and it's 79-38 with just under 30 seconds to go in this one. Have it on the wing, get it off. 3 ball on the way by Blackburn, good. 79-41. So Blackburn has the triple in the first half, triple in the second half. That'll wind the clock. Morris has it. Hands off for Hall. Cats are going to win 79-41. Your final score. All Harrisonville from the get-go. A pair of 20-0 runs in the first half. The difference in this one. We will take a timeout. We'll be back to wrap it up with our first game right after this.
Stop going online and paying top dollar to make a t-shirt. Call Cindy at C Squared Embroidery and Screen Printing. She will walk you through the whole process and have you or your organization looking the best. It's no mistake that 4T's Broadcasting is always the best dressed crew around. We trust Cindy with all of our apparel on game day. Put a personal C Squared touch on your next order. Whether it's just 1 or 100, C Squared Embroidery and Screen Printing can get it done. Check them out on Facebook or go see them on the Clinton Square.
When you plan a party, the last thing you want to do is worry about cooking and cleaning up that mess. Call the experts at Time for Seasoning Catering. Stephanie will help you plan and execute a brilliant menu for your celebration. Take the worry out of your event and let Stephanie wow your guests with a great menu that they'll be talking about for weeks. Whether a small get-together of friends or a big wedding, Stephanie will take care of you. Visit them online at timeforseasoning.com. That's THYME forseasoning.com to get her booked today. When it rains, it pours, so it's important for you to get coverage that meets your needs. Farmers Insurance Agent Bradley Sainer can help you understand your options so you can be prepared for what the forecast brings. We know a thing or two because we've seen a thing or two. Learn more by calling Farmers Agent Bradley Sainer at 816-974-8105 to find out how he can help you protect the things that matters most to you. That's Bradley Sainer at 816-974-8105.
We are farmers. Bum, ba, bum, 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 bum.
Underwritten by Farmers Truck Fire Insurance Exchanges and Affiliates. Products not available in every state.
How nice would it be to get a check from someone and not have to worry about getting to the bank to put it in your account? At Hawthorne Bank, you can do exactly that. Simply open your mobile banking app, take a picture of the check, and voila, the check has been deposited into your account. Not to mention, you can always manage your accounts and payments right in the app as well. Hawthorne Bank prides itself on being at the forefront of technology to always make your banking a breeze. Hawthorne Bank, next to Troby's on Plaza Drive. We all have a checklist when it comes to getting car care. No matter what is on your list, convenience, knowledge, affordability, friendliness, Colby's Car Clinic has you covered. Convenience is being right here in Harrisonville and taking care of all car care problems. From an oil change to tires and everything in between, it's your only stop. Knowledge is covered with having an ASE certified master technician. Affordability means they will work with you to not break your budget. And friendliness greets you each time you walk in the door as they treat you like an old friend. Go see Colby and the gang right behind O'Reilly's in the Big Blue building.
Does your lawn need some TLC? Owned and operated by 3 generations of Wildcats, Held's Turf Farm is your local stop for sod and topsoil since 1971. Whether you need one roll of sod, a scoop of dirt, or a whole truckload, they have you covered. A new home in your future? Give us a call at 816-540-2020 and set up a quote for new sod installation. Held's Turf Farm is located between Harrisonville and Pleasant Hill and is open 8 to 5 weekdays and 8 to noon on Saturdays. All right, welcome back. Your final score is 79-41. We'll get to some totals here in a couple of minutes. We're going to go ahead and shut down this stream. We're going to bring up the girls' stream. We'll be back to wrap up the boys' game. If Coach gets the chance to come up, we'll have him join us for a little bit as well. And we'll get that game rolling here in just a few minutes. Your final score, Cats win 79-41 over Excelsior Springs.